for today's talk. I really am so proud to be one of the Extraordinary Women chapters that have hosted you. Blessed to have had you, and I really loved your talk today. Jumping off a cliff, well, I think there's so many entrepreneurs that could resonate with that. I, for one, did. Loved it. Tell me, what's your 3 top takeaways for any of our entrepreneurs?
For today, the first thing I noticed when I walked in is there's a lot of camaraderie amongst the women in this group, and it feels like there's a lot of support, and that's really important. You know, when you're talking about being a business owner or any aspect of life, to have that kind of support group around you. So that was probably my number one. I saw that right away when everybody was joking with one another and so forth. So that was fantastic. 2, people were willing to kind of jump off the cliff in terms of the things that I was talking about, and they were taking them in. And I can usually tell when I'm speaking with a group that, you know, are they engaged? Are they listening? Are they getting what it is that we're talking about? And I could see that people were considering what some of the points. And I spoke to some of them afterwards, and they said, "That's not normally how I think, but it was interesting what you were saying." So I think that was also one. A third one, gosh, I don't know, maybe just meeting you for the first time.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. I think that, you know, we had ladies there that, I for one, were moved, really moved. And I think that my chapter particularly, there are a few ladies that are brilliant at what they do, but really fearful of putting themselves out there, for fear of ridicule, for fear of failure, for fear of what the competition are going to say. A lot of them come from corporate positions, and they were, you know, in very high paid positions. And now, when you're on your own, you don't really have the corporate salary to validate you. You don't have the corporate support that supports you, and you're out there on your own, moving and zooming.
You got to validate yourself.
Yes.
It's hard when you come from that environment to start validating yourself, to say what I'm doing is okay. Because in a corporate environment, you always get the pat on the back, or you get the boot, but you get something from somebody else. So you're always reliant on somebody else. When you're your own business owner, that's it. You're it. You've got to rely on you. You're the one you look in the mirror and you go, it's on me now. So it's hard for, I imagine, for people to come from a corporate world and into their own business. I've always worked for myself. I think I started my first business when I was 18 or 19.
Oh, wow. Sure. Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head. I think doing it for yourself and actually literally validating yourself is the way to go.
I must say that sometimes I think, in reverse, I think, gosh, I'd really love to go work for somebody. Let them have all the problems. Let me just do my 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
And I think, because I was thinking that recently, some people I think choose that. And they choose it wisely for them because they understand who they are. And they say, you know what, I'm not somebody who's ready to head down the road and jump into my own business. I don't think that's going to work for me. I'm going to work for somebody else. Because I always wondered, you know, if I started a business, I figured anybody could start a business, right? And I started 8. So I thought, why wouldn't people do that? And I realized people don't do that because they go, that's not me. You know, I want to do my time at work. I'll love what I do. I'll do my passion, but I don't want the additional headache that comes along with running a company, the additional stress that comes with that, and running your own business. It's 24/7 deal. You're always thinking about your business, about, you know, what's coming next.
That's so true. Thank you. I think that you've hit the nail on the head, and I think that you either know that full well and go, well, I'm jumping anyway, or you say, like you say, thanks, no, I'll head on back to corporate, and you're either in it for the passion or you're not. Thank you.
I don't think I can go back to corporate. I don't think I can go to corporate. I think they just say you're too old.
Yeah, well, and too old.
You'll never fit in is what they say.
Too stubborn. I think I'm too stubborn. But thanks so much. I really enjoyed having you today.
It was an absolute pleasure to come here. It truly was. And I get such joy, really. I can't even express to people how much joy it gives me to be able to share with others and to have them share that. That's even more.
Well, yeah.
That's even more rewarding.
Thank you.